Today we are going to test Google's new Omni model inside of Weave, and we are going to do that without generating a single video. Well, maybe we will generate one or two, but that's not the point. The interesting part is whether it can take an existing video and change what happens inside of it. Replacing and adding elements, changing lighting and weather, changing the style of the video, adding effects, changing camera angles. Basically, any video manipulation you can imagine, with the right context and the right prompting, Omni got you covered. I think. So instead of showing you random before and after tests, I actually created a 1-minute mockumentary short film. The film was written around Omni's capabilities, and most of the videos you're going to see in that film were generated with Omni. After the film, we are going to take a deep dive into the Weave canvas and see how I created most of them. So stay tuned. And just make sure your audio is on.
You want me to get rid of all of them?
Yes. Can you?
Let me see. Yeah, I can do it. My name's Cody. I own a small video restoration shop. Let's take a look on the original video.
Is this the place?
We used to restore tapes. Now,
Will you marry me?
we restore memories. Most people just want to change one small thing. Nobody comes in asking for a different life. Just a different moment.
So we did see a whale.
Don't forget to leave a 5-star review, okay?
Can you change it to a sports car?
Yeah, I can do it.
Can you change the weather?
Yeah, I can do it.
Can you change the style?
Yeah, I can do it.
Can you make it pop?
Yeah, I can do it. And I get it. People have always wanted to remember things a little better. Me? Yeah, I can do that.
So I hope you enjoyed the film. Now let's take a deep dive into the Weave canvas and see how Omni helped me to create that video. Let's do it. So inside Weave, we currently have 3 main ways to work with this model. We have text and image to video, we have video to video, and we have reference to video. Each one gives you different kind of control, and I used all of them inside of Weave. Okay, so we are starting with text to video, and you can see here that I used a detailed prompt that basically has all of the small details I wanted to have in this specific video. And I did the same prompt, but only with a sentence. And the difference is not that high. Like, I really like this one better because I wanted the green countryside, okay? But the result with simple prompting is really, really good. You can take a look that this is a vintage Subaru DL station wagon, drifts around a wide band on empty countryside, okay? And you can see that. And I also connected the same prompt to Nano Banana Pro, because if we will take a look at the first frame here, we will see that this is very, very similar in the look and feel. Till I used this model of Gemini, I was a big advocate of never doing text to video. But I have to say that if you like the look and feel of Nano Banana and you are going to do very detailed prompting, you will get an image that is very similar to the first frame of Nano Banana, in my opinion. So I'm not saying you should do text to video all of the time, but I would experiment with that. The second thing is image to video, and I used image to video a few times in this sequence, and you can see here that I've created the first frame with ChatGPT 2, and then I've created the first frame of the video like that, of the rain with the static camera, and it worked very, very well. I will say that there are a few generations where I felt that the model is overcompensating or creating more movement or more details that I didn't want. So for example, in this sequence, I basically decided to work with Sedence because when I worked with Gemini, it invented so many different lines that those two characters said, and I found it very weird because I didn't tell the model to say anything. I will show you this example now.
I'm so scared!
Oh! Oh my God! That was incredible!
Incredible!
Look at the lights!
Let's do it again!
The competitors are stronger in my opinion. Sedence 2 is still up there, but when you're working with Omni, it is so fast and it's quite cheap, and when you're comparing it to the competitors, it's doing a really good job. I would start working with Gemini, and if I will not be satisfied, then I will start working with different models. Okay, let's jump to the next thing. Now we are going to work with reference to video, and basically reference to video allows you to connect text, images, and video to the same model. And you can do so many things with it. Let's see. So the two things I did with reference to video in the short film you watch is changing the camera angle and taking a complete storyboard and creating a montage scene. This one was pretty impactful. Let's take a look at that first. So basically, I created one prompt describing 4 shots. I used Weave to connect the same prompt to the different models. So I have here GPT-2, I have Nano Banana Lite, the new one, which is also fast, and Nano Banana Pro. Then I decided to work with GPT-2, and here I have the storyboard, okay? I took the storyboard and I used GPT-2 Edit to connect my character and my location, which the model did a pretty good job. After I've added the character and location, I connected it again, and I also add the video prompt on the bottom of each shot. And here I used Omni reference to video, and I've input to each of those reference models the storyboard at input number 2, okay? And I also input the character, okay, and the location. I wanted it to see how it's supposed to look, and I connected all of that. Okay, so I have 3 different inputs. I have a storyboard, an image of the character, and an image of the location. And in the top one, I've created a detailed prompting, okay? And in the bottom one, I created a very straightforward prompting. So if we will take a look at the storyboard, this one, okay? And then we will run the simple prompt, let's see that. Okay, he's drinking coffee outside, he's putting the USB, he's working on the computer, and we see Dad finally made to graduation. So he did a pretty good job, right? This one was pretty weird. He did like the USB and you can see the hallucination. If we will take a look at the detailed prompting, we got this one. Very similar, really good, and this one. Really good job. I have to tell you that this one, the storyboard to video, when you are doing it with the right references, it's super exciting. Like you can create montages and you can create short sequences up to 10 seconds. And yeah, that's great. Okay, the second thing I did with reference is changing the camera angle. And actually what you see here is we created a first frame with GPT-2. I used the video here of Seedance, this one.
People have always wanted to remember things a little better. Me? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, so I got this angle. And then I said, I want the exact same performance, but I want to imagine that I had a camera here that films it in 45 degrees. So what I did, I created a different first frame here, this one, and I connected this angle as a reference, in reference to. And I created the most simple prompt, change the camera angle to the one in input image 2. That's basically it. And I got this video.
People have always wanted to remember things a little better. Me? Yeah, I can do that.
This is so powerful. Like you have a specific shot that you like, a specific performance, and by using Omni reference to video, connecting the reference, you are getting a pretty cool result. The reason I used this frame is because I really like this specific bouquet that I have around the character, and I didn't want it to invent any other thing in the background. So when you want to gain control, I recommend working with more context. And yeah, so reference to video, super strong. You can create so many things. Okay, and the last one is video to video, is where you're taking an existing video and just prompt the change you want to have. So I did VFX, I changed the weather, I replaced an object, I've added an object, and also changed the background. So here I've added, in this shot, fireworks, and this is the original one. Let's see that, okay. And I also add one where I've added a spaceship. I had one where I make it look like space. And I had one where I've created like a comics vibe. It's a bit of hallucination, but it did a really, really good job. Like this is the original one, and this is with the fireworks. And the prompt was pretty straightforward. Add subtle fireworks in the sky behind the riders during the lunch. Keep the original slingshot footage. Okay, you can take a look at that after. This is the first one. The second one I did is like changing the weather. Okay, so let's imagine you have a wedding in the rain, like this one. And now what you want to do is just change the weather to golden hour, warm, no rain. And you're getting this result. Okay, and just by inputting the video you want to change and a very simple prompt, change the weather to sunny, golden hour, sunset, everybody is dry, no rain, you're getting this result here. Okay, and you know, I found that if you're changing only one thing and you're doing it with a simple prompt, then it works. If you want to change complex things, simple prompting won't do it for you, and actually it's better to try and change every time just one thing instead of a few of those. Here, this is one I really, really liked. So I got my Subaru drifting, and then I just asked it to change it to my dream car as a teenager, the Subaru Impreza Turbo with the iconic blue. And it actually did that so well. Okay, you can see so well, so well. Here, let's watch it like that. I was very impressed by the capabilities of replacing objects and also adding objects. Let's take a look at that. So here we have a whale watching, and we've just added this whale. And here I did very detailed prompting because I really wanted it to keep the first frame. Okay, I didn't want it to zoom in like in the original video. So if you will take a look on the left side, now we will see a zoom in. I didn't want that zoom in. And I also wanted to change the specific behavior of that specific character. So it's all in that prompt. Okay. So great. This one was pretty tricky. Okay, so I got this proposal, and this is my original video. Take a look. People in the background. Then this guy shows up.
Is this the place?
And no matter what I did, I didn't manage to take only this guy out. It was hard for the model to understand that I need to take the person who goes into the frame out and then reimagine the scene. But when I just prompted, remove all the people from the background and the foreground, I just got this result.
Martha, is this the place? Will you marry me?
Okay, so this is funny, right? Like it took the part where he says, is this the place, and added it. But when I did it here and I said to it, keep only the men and the women, delete the scream, I got this result.
Is this the place?
Okay, so I am getting the audio of is this the place, but my person is not saying that. So I used that footage and it was pretty good. Video to video is super strong when you need to do a precise thing and the video is not that complex. Okay, so before we summarize my opinion on the new Omni, I do want to say that I'm sharing this workflow with you and I want you to explore it because besides using Omni, I did use many different techniques inside of Weave to gain more control. So for example, I've created a character sheet. I took the location and the character and I've placed the character with masking and compositing in the specific place I wanted it to be. I also extracted the different characters, okay, from the videos, this one and also the girl from the boat, and I've placed both of them inside the shop using Weave, and it is a really good way to learn. So explore it, check my prompts, check the connections I've did, and let me know what you think about the workflow and about the film. Now let's speak about Omni. Omni is one of the most exciting and interesting models out there when you are using it right. The purpose is to use it in a video-to-video sequence. It is not perfect. If the scene is too complex and the change you want to make is too surgical, it will be hard for the model to create good video for you. But when the video you are using, the footage you are using is good and you want to change a specific thing, Omni is a very, very powerful tool. What I like about it the most is the fact that models like Omni allows us to integrate real-life filmmaking using our own footage and using AI together, and Omni is a very big step in that direction. And honestly, just like the people in the short film I've created, I also had a moment where I wanted a video edit of a real-life footage at my wedding. Me and my wife are meeting for the first time, and the mom of my best friend was just standing there in the middle. So yeah, I took her out, and Cody would be proud. Again, the full workflow is in the link below. I'm really eager to see what you are going to create with Omni, and let me know in the comments any feedback you want about this video, about the short film, any questions, and yeah, till next time.